I'll tell me this thing is messed up.
See my Broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me. Had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this is crazy. I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars driving fast. I never done this before. Get drown out my problems. Let me run up and up his magic. With the think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have? Look in the mirror now, feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love
there we go.
I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to
shit was crazy there for us.
Turn my back, you laughing.
That's how they're gonna do me over here. Let's get that, me man. Let's get it, me man. Man. Yeah, this is not right.
Okay, Coach, we are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
So far, so good. Let's see if this
it's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway.
Light colors anyway. What you doing in dark colors?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
What is what they call away. Okay. Had a fucked up season this year.
Black 20. Easy. Check. Easy. Crunch.
This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his second season, James Conner. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
All right, T, let's quarter. 50. 49, guys. Mike, 49. I know you ain't got it. Greystone, travel. Lucky.
Now it's Roethlisberger. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. There's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one. And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Well, the fake punt gets only a yard, but that's enough to pick up the first. Wow, what a gutsy call. If you're the defense, opening drive, you just got the stop, or at least you think, and then boom, right back on the field for more.
It had to feel of something that they had planned for all week long. Hey, first drive of the game, let's be aggressive, let's go get them. And now defensively, they've got to be writing notes to themselves. In practice, work on fake punts right out of the gate because that was really unexpected.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. A give running right is counter. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's third down.
Set! 180. Big. Mike. Check Mike. Jim.
Now Roethlisberger. And Bryant's got it over the middle. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger.
What?
And he swings one that's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
They tried to make something happen, but that one came up incomplete and really wasn't a good-looking throw.
Yeah, maybe even go as far as to call that a little ill-advised.
Yeah, I would say so. I think that's the right phrase for it. Definitely ill-advised. Just wonder about his mechanics right now, you know, and that's the tough part. You do so much stuff in practice to make it repetitive, but it has to repeat under pressure, whether it's pressure from the defense or just the pressure of playing the game.
On second down, it's Washington. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is third down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. He completes it to Bryant, and he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving.
Watch the safety creek.
On the run is Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On second down now. It's Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner with his 16th touchdown of the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10.
Take 3. 218, jump.
Allen now on 1st down. Open man is Amara Darboh, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's the second-year back out of NC State, Naheem Hines. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Check. Pass 85. 55. Mike. You got nothing. Hey, Charlie. You got nothing. 55, Mike. Got 55.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Devin Bush, the linebacker, was the one there in pass coverage.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now Gore. Gore hit. He lost gets the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
Check 43. 5 wide. That's 10. 55. Let's get it together. Hey, orbit.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Rolling to his right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the other. This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Man. There's no way that pass should have got off. No way.
First trip to the red zone for the Bills. This is first and goal from about the 8. Now a toss play. It's Hines.
I knew it.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. And there you go. Nothing really too complex. Block, keep to your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7.
Bills 10, Steelers 7. Steven Hauschka to kick off for Buffalo.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score.
Right there.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The drive will start with Connor. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line.
Come on.
7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
It was wrong.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Easy. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. I got you.
Now Roethlisberger to throw.
Come on, man. God.
Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
I'm not getting this team to give up easy-ass plays for touchdowns, which I can't even catch the ball. Been our problem this whole season.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the
Not
43.
catching.
You can't block me. Alert. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
Now Roethlisberger.
Ooh, got
When
him.
this ball's tipped and intercepted.
There it is.
Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they are going to set up sharp at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position after a turnover. I think I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
Check four. Motion. Mike,
On second down, it's Hines. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
50, Mike, 50. Got one. Check.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
What the?
And he's got his man. It's Garbo. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
First down, Bills.
Mike, 50. Oh, here we go. Oh. Check.
This is Hines, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
56. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Hey, 7.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen, he's going to air one out.
What?
And incomplete. He tried to leave it underneath. Nearly got picked. They may be lucky to have that one back. 3rd down.
I'm hurt, y'all. I'm not understanding this
On
squad.
that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, team 6. Check Mike out. Mike is a 15. Go. 15. We got it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Aim the fuck out.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory
we need
about
to get together.
You want to hear it?
Yep.
Let's go to work.
They are more athletic now than ever before.
This is why we in the position we're in
Trace their
now.
backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Was this fielded at the goal line?
Oh, you lucky.
He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Gone on that ass. Zip. To the ran, let's see, to the right.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. They run from the shotgun with Washington. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Off you, baby.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. 230. Yeah. You don't want none. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger.
God. Yes. Defensive pass interference. Push me out the way. Yes.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Black 30. Check 53 flat. Defense wins championships, baby. Bang, 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 bang. Check. Quarter.
On 1st and goal, Washington.
Ooh.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Roethlisberger.
It's in your hands.
But it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Boy, you'd hate to squander this great field position. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
He needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Oh, come on out, please.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Allen now looks to throw. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Mike 50.
Now Allen to throw. From the gun, he'll throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, he'll let it go deep for Foster. A battle for it, and it's intercepted.
Let's go.
Picked up by the former first-rounder Artie Burns. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way, and the head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Oh, baby. This ain't going to be nothing nice. Look at it. They're trying to. Look at them boys.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Complete to Bryant. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bryant. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Roethlisberger now 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. Washington now out of the gun. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Black 20. Black 49. Show that bench release and go. 49, guys. Mike, 49.
2nd and 5 now. Roethlisberger. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line.
You got blocking this. Spin.
They'll run on first down. Connor. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw here, Roethlisberger. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
All square now at 13 all as he sends this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we come upon halftime with a tie score, 13 all. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Hey, exit.
Allen operating from the gun. And that is incomplete.
Put that down.
Hold on through the contact.
Put that down.
Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Allen. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Wish they would have put a fumble. That would have been beautiful.
The Bills send the punter out as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
He wants to have it now.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Check 26, double.
Roethlisberger will throw. Left side taken in by Washington. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. And that got incomplete. Too tough to hold on.
You were supposed to be my #1 receiver.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag. That catch can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for them, too.
Roethlisberger now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. On the toss play, this is Washington. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It was just very disrespectful. Oh, no, that was all on shoulders.
180.
Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Whoa!
Check. 53's Mike.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger.
You better hold it. You better hold it.
Touchdown. Dante Moncrief. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to regain the lead.
I think if you pull defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Coach. This is Coach. I got something special for you.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Way to go, defense.
Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Allen. That's complete to the running back, Naheem Hines. It's a gain of 9 yards. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Mike Spit. Round 80. Got a stand situation. Let's go. Sit.
On play action, Allen. Left side complete to Foster. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
Baby. The footstep has been killed us.
Hey, watch it, 3 bud. Kill. Whip. 22 jet bomber.
They run the counter. Hines. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Damn, keeping me on these. Let's come on. There we go.
I'm going to run you over. Hey, hold. Mike 50. I'm on.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to launch this thing way downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Let's march it. Let's march it, guys. That's it. March it. Dum, 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 dum.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Roethlisberger now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They run with Washington.
Oh, come on.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd and 11 now. Roethlisberger going touch. He's got a man.
Let's go.
A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now Washington. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 9-yard line.
So, I'm gonna show it. Let's show it. Come on, man. Fuck it.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
That's not who I want.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That's someone who's pretty happy right there. That's the defense coordinator. Body after body getting to him before he can get started.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Let's go, D. Snickers, 66. 10. Check.
Trying to pound it in with Washington. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
All right, now.
They'll come out in the pistol. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run with Samuels. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Here we go.
Set you up nice.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Mike. Hey, let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength. Switch. Tight. Check 24. Kill.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. No.
On play action, Allen sliding out of the pocket. The open man is Smith. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down.
That was me right there, baby. That was me.
Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
It's okay.
Absolutely agreed. Okay. They have to up the tempo in this case. Down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Who the fuck is Bass?
Alert. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Now Allen steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
You still good?
Yeah, for the mouse time, for the meantime right now. Okay, let's do this.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
This should be good.
Hey, go for it. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Kill.
Allen to throw. Buying time to his left.
This Madden Club.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of
I let him
bounds.
have it.
Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, Haywood. 65.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right.
Thank you.
Toward the end zone, but
What?
that's going to wind up incomplete.
What is up with this team, guys? There should be no reason that shouldn't have been an interception.
Never
This
force the
game
ball
should
into
be
double
over.
coverage. Especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight. You just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Rush in. Pass 85. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass.
What league you in?
Hey, check my
This right here is called Madden Dragons.
To throw is Allen. Flushed out right. And
There
they're
we
going to
go.
lose some on this play. Being knocked back
We
to
can
the
call
18.
it timeout. There we go.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Back to throw. Allen. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's what I'm
Looked like
talking
had a
about. He
couple
trying
of
to
different
stretch us,
options as
huh?
far as who to throw
He
to
trying
on
to
that
stretch
play.
us,
Who
huh?
am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is
Very
always going to be
good
small in the
opportunity.
NFL.
Very good thing to
That's why
do
those
right here.
quarterbacks who make
Very
quick
good
decisions
thing.
and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
Hauschka's
Sorry,
kick
don't have
is
it.
good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're
The
probably right,
defense
partner.
has
They still
showed
got the
up
2
today.
timeouts. But
Offense
without
been
that third
high.
one, they can bleed a
Had
lot
too
more
many
clock on you.
interceptions.
So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
That's smart.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Again, on the counter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Toss.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And they will touch him now, but not before he gets the first. Only a 1-yard gain, but good enough to just about finish this one off.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, Quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on third down, usually you'd think fourth down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on third. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Buffalo's hard hitters, they make the fumble.
And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation.
I like to go on the field and let the game in. Why not, right?
Start! Blue 30.
Check 53.
So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense
was
does
nasty
what?
Wins
with it.
championships.
And in this game,
Schuster
maybe a
was
championship wasn't
nasty
won, but a game
with
was
it.
by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal.
Man,
That's a heck of a
even
job.
Connor
When
was
they went
nasty
out
with it.
there
Look at
with
that,
that
137 rushing
and
yards,
a pretty good
190
game
yards
plan. Pretty good
passing.
idea what they wanted to
That's my
accomplish.
ideal game.
Just love the execution.
That's how I want my
love
game.
the tenacity.
Very
Love
balanced.
the way they
I
finished.
don't want my shit to be like 400 yards passing.
So for the
20
Steelers,
yards
the win form is number 6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Buffalo,
we get to see
their
Bale.
slim
I can't
playoff
wait to
hopes
see
are gone
Bale.
now as they
I
fall
just wanna
to
beat
5
him
and
to
9.
death. Oh,
And
that's
they'll
right.
look to get back in the
He's
winning
already
column
been
next
put out
week
the game.
as they
See,
head to Foxborough
Bale
to face off
always be an
against the
injury
New
prone.
England Patriots.
Bale won't even be with them.
I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you
We'll
next
do a
time right
couple
here. It's the NFL on EA
shots
Sports.
real quick. I think this beautiful was in this quarter. I think this is it. Let's see. Oh yeah, it was that nasty catch. Look at this shot. I had to take control of this dude. Right around. Right there. I like the way they do it. They took control, got to get in front, put them hands up. Ooh. Nice photo. Moncrief, he's a beast too. That boy catching the rocks. Look, 4 of them boys around. Yeah, to the boss. Yeah, to the boss. I take it. Let's see if this was a fumble. They said it wasn't. No, no fumble. Look at these passes. And I think something happened there too. So go into control here. I know what my problem is. I'm gonna start hard hitting this case. I can't be nice. I gotta start hard hitting. There's my dude too. Who got the touchdown? Oh, this was nasty. It was cold out here too. Ooh. Yeah. Oh, I go. Ooh. It's just a nasty shot right there. That dude right there fast as hell. White. Fill me with it. Ooh. That nigga already killed the game with this one. Arnie said, quit playing with me out here, son. Quit playing. Taking that from me. Nasty with it, just nasty. Alright, y'all, to the next one.